Okay guys, so I thought I'd bring you an update on the toxicology results of Soundgarden and Audioslave frontman Chris Cornell's results. Now, as we all unfortunately know it by this point, Chris did unfortunately pass away May the 17th of this year, but because of toxicology results, I can now officially tell you that Chris did not, I repeat, did not commit suicide as originally thought and as was originally put on his death certificate. Now, the real cause of death is what, excuse me guys, is what, is what his wife was kind of hinting to all along. Chris just had too much of his anxiety medication in his system, and just like she had speculated, when the patient takes too much of that medication, it can cause them to have suicidal thoughts or temporarily go out of their mind. So, Vicky, my dear, I know this doesn't make the fact that Chris is gone, but may you know that you were right. Chris didn't kill himself. He just took more of his anxiety medication than he was supposed to. So, may this finally clear Chris's name in the eyes of the medical examiner, in the eyes of maybe some people that were thinking that he actually did commit suicide. And most importantly, may this finally bring a little bit of peace to Vicky and Chris's children, in knowing that the fact Chris kept his promise and was actually clean right up until his unfortunate last moments. Now guys, this obviously is bittersweet news, because obviously now the world knows that Chris did not intentionally end his own life. But it does not change the fact that, sadly now, Soundgarden is without its voice. There will never be a full Audioslave reunion. And obviously, the saddest piece of news to note is that Christopher and Tony, Chris's and Vicky's children, will now never get the chance to actually spend time with their dad, obviously accepting memories and things that they always loved about him. But guys, again, the obvious thing to note here is that Chris Cornell did not, and I repeat, did not intentionally commit suicide. His death was because of an accidental overdose, and not even an overdose really. I think it was more just of a lack of judgment on Chris's part, maybe from being tired after getting off stage that fateful Thursday evening. But just as a final thought here, Chris, my friend, I am truly saddened that we never got a chance to see each other, but I hope this news even reaches you where you are now. And please know that in my eyes, and most importantly in Vicky's eyes, and hopefully the rest of the world as well. Your name has been cleared. You did not intentionally leave us, and I know that if it wasn't for you accidentally doing this, I know that that Audio Slave reunion and that new Soundgarden record would have happened. So, my friend, as a final message that I hope reaches you from me, I just wanted to say, Chris, your name has been cleared. Hopefully now your family as well as the rest of us, your fans, can at last just obviously mourn your death, but more importantly celebrate everything that you were able to give us while you are still able to walk around with us. But again, guys, Chris Cornell did not end his own life. It was because of an accidental overdose of his anti-anxiety medication. So, I hope this brings us a bit of closure, and keep on rocking. Yeah.